Hey guys, so it is currently 4:16 in the morning on October 10th, but I'm going to talk about day 9 of Preptober. The only thing that I worked on nano-related was Beatings from a Butcher, and I ended up writing 1,050 words there. It took a while to get those words. It took like 5 hours to write the first 400 words, and then the rest of it came in like an hour or two, give or take. So it wasn't terrible, but things were slow yesterday, as they usually are. I felt fine when I woke up. I actually woke up at 2:30. My dog didn't wake me up in between, whatever. But then, in the middle of watching one of my TV shows, I just fell asleep in the chair back in my mom's room. It was like a 20-minute nap, but exhaustion just hit me like a ton of bricks, and it really halted everything that I was attempting to do yesterday. But I still made progress in Beatings from a Butcher, so that's something. Things are going relatively well with the checklist stuff. I didn't add anything to it yesterday when I was working on Beatings from a Butcher, but I did manage to get the characters to check off 2 points in their to-do list, which is progress. Outside of that, I have finally decided which romance I will be starting next month, and again, I'm going to do my best to behave myself and only start one of them. And it is the one that I talked about I think I talked about it in this video series and not my work in progress videos. I filmed so many things at once that it's so hard to know for sure, but I think I've mentioned it here. The one about memories or memory loss and photography, the one character being interested in photography or being a professional photographer or something. I don't know which one it is specifically yet. I don't know enough about the characters. But I do have a notebook that I'll be putting that stuff in. I haven't jotted anything down for it yet, but I'll show you anyway. This is a stone notebook. I've always wanted one. I won it in a giveaway. I was so excited. It's a dotted notebook. The paper is made out of stone, as I understand it. It's very smooth. It's very soft to write on. I do love it. But the pages aren't perforated as far as I know. If they are, I definitely can't see it. But as far as I know, they aren't perforated. Which means that I can't use the notebook for what I was going to use it for, which was for stuff like this. My to-do list, because you can't see it very well on camera, but these are dots, not lines. There you go. And I really love writing my to-do lists in these, and I was going to use this for that as well, but because they're not perforated, I can't. So anything that I write in here stays in this notebook. So I can't use it for like a tag-along notebook to a different series unless I only use it for that series. So instead, I'm going to use it for romance stuff, romance novellas, novels, novelettes, whatever, until I run out of space in it. So I will say that the first half of the pages, I think, in it are dotted, and then the other half are graph paper pages. Yeah, so this half is dotted stuff, and then it switches over to this. And currently, I'm using the very last graph page to keep track of the votes for the 11th book in the Bo Austin Taylor series, which, if things go well with the dealer, is the one that I'm writing next month. I almost said next November, which would technically be 2020, which is not what I mean at all. Currently, it looks like the Bo Austin Taylor book that will be started in November will be called The ABC Killer. I know nothing about these killers. I literally just give people the titles of the books and I let them vote on them, and then I let the killer and the characters tell their story from there once I start the book. They just vote based on which one they like the most, based purely on the title. But when it comes to putting books in this notebook, I'll be using the dotted pages primarily, obviously. And then occasionally I might write stuff down in the graph pages too. It's not a huge deal to me if I have to make it work to write notes in the graph pages. I write notes on just about anything that I can write notes on, whether it be something completely unlined, wide ruled, college ruled, whatever. I'll take notes on it if I can. I prefer college ruled paper. I prefer just that, solid across the board, but I'll take notes on anything. If I had known that the other version of this notebook had lined paper at the end, it still has the dotted paper at the beginning, but it has lined paper at the end, I would have chosen that one, but I didn't know that until after it had arrived at my house yesterday or the day before. But that's okay. It's still a very nice notebook, and I'm still very, very happy with it, and I can't complain too much. I want to give away, and I've always wanted one of these too, just to feel the difference in the paper, and because they're just pretty. This is textured. I just really like them. If I had, you know, a ton of money to blow on these notebooks, I would definitely do that every time that I wanted a new notebook, but I don't have like $30+ to blow on a notebook, so I was very excited to win the giveaway. But this will be the notebook that I keep track of the romance in. And I can't remember if I told you the title or not, but it'll be Photographs and Memories. And this is another thing that I can't remember if I told you or not, but all of the romances that I write that are actual genre romance and not just a normal book with a, or not a normal book, one of my normal genres with a romance subplot. Any of my books that are a full-on genre romance are set up the same way so far, title-wise. There's always a possibility that that will eventually change. Well, there's a guarantee that that will eventually change, but that's not the point. But so far, I have Books and Badges, which is noun and noun, and then there's Hearts and Roses, noun and noun. And then I started another book that was a continuation of Hearts and Roses, but I stopped working on it because things weren't going well, and there wasn't a story to tell in that particular organization, and I probably need to rewrite the first book, and it's a whole thing. But I want to keep it consistently that way for as long as I can, so for right now, Photographs and Memories is what we're going with for this one. And I'm pretty excited to dive into it next month. It's definitely a different romance than I've written before. Like I said, I do know that one of the characters has memory loss from an accident, not like short-term memory loss, just general, they had an accident and this period of their life is missing. And then the other character does photography. That's all I know at the moment, but regardless of that, I do have scenes in my head from these characters that they have been sharing with me, and I'm excited to actually put them into a book. As per usual, I don't know what kind of things will come forth as I'm writing. I don't know how this book will go. I don't know how long it will take. I don't know if I'll even finish it. But I'm always excited to try new genres and play around with new characters and new ideas and stuff like that. So I always hope for the best. I always hope that it goes well, but we never know for sure until it's actually written. But either way, this is stuff that I'll get into for day 10. Actually recording stuff in the notebook and whatnot, and it won't be a lot of stuff that I record in the notebook, I don't think. I'll probably write down the title for day 10 and potentially the character names if they come to me, and then maybe an attempt at a description or something like that, but overall I've just got the notebook at the moment. But that's all I have for day 9. Day 10, I'm hoping to make more progress on, at the very least, The Dealer and Initiate the Boys, and I've actually been working on Beatings from a Butcher this morning, so you'll have another update for that for day 10 as well. So game plan for day 10 is more work on Beatings from a Butcher, The Dealer, and Initiate the Boys. I would love to also get to Ekbal, but we'll see. And the other thing is to write down at least one thing in this notebook for Photographs and Memories. But we will see how things go, and I will see you guys for day 10. With that being said, again, if you're doing NaNoWriMo and NaNoWriMo Prep and all of that, I hope that October is going well for you so far, and I hope it continues to go well for you. Outside of that, I really appreciate you guys watching, and if you enjoyed this video, this update, this NaNoWriMo Preptober stuff, A like is always appreciated, and if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, the nano videos, the Preptober videos, the gaming videos I upload roughly every Friday, or anything that I do on this channel in between, feel free to subscribe. All the links to my authors pages, as well as the links to my social media, are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.